Hello and welcome. My name is Captain Box,
And I'm Cthulhu.
and today we will be showing you a rather short but hopefully very entertaining cast. This is one of your games, Cthulhu.
Yes, indeed it is. And in this game, we'll be focusing on what we call the Great Circle of Cheese.
Yeah, that's a thing that we have talked a bit about, Cthulhu and I, and we think it's a thing, and we'll be exploring the topic of the Great Book of Cheese a bit more on our blog site.
Yes, indeed, the Great Circle of Cheese. But yes,
Yeah,
we will. But before we get into further detail in this replay, we'd like you all to sit back and relax. Maybe go to your fridge and find your favorite beverage and enjoy it while you watch this replay.
And your probe is now making its way across the map, placing down a little cheesy pylon, which will allow you to place cheesy proxy gateways.
Yes, indeed. As the experienced cheese I am, I've suggested this location, as it is just between my opponent's two starting locations, up here and down here. And it's hidden behind grass, so this is a nice cheesy location, if you will.
Yeah, and as we said in the beginning, we will be talking a bit about the Great Circle of Cheese. So Cthulhu, what is the Great Circle of Cheese actually?
Well, the Great Circle of Cheese starts out by you cheesing someone, and then being frustrated after having lost a game against cheese, as you often will. That guy will cheese the next guy he meets on the ladder, and so on and so forth, and eventually at some point the circle will be completed with a guy that cheeses you, because you cheesed some guy a long time ago.
Yeah, so it's a very holistic view of how cheese happens, and also maybe we'll, in the blog, we'll actually try to explore and come with a qualified guess on who actually started the Great Circle of Cheese to begin with.
Yes, indeed. So a little teaser there, and I think actually before this game I were cheesed myself a couple of times, and now I'm cheesing.
Yeah.
So that's the first. That's, I guess, Exhibit A of the Circle of Cheese. That is how it works. You get cheesed, then you cheese.
Yes, indeed. And now we have probes chasing each other around the map. Also here, running at exactly the same speed towards an unknown location somewhere. But I see a salad making the way up.
Yes, indeed. Actually, over here. So my first salad, my first cheesy salad, if you will, is up here, and now there can be no doubt in Don Jose Pinto's mind as to what's going on here. And he's even bringing his probes out to help out.
And they're doing a really good job
Yeah,
surrounding,
yeah,
and with their little laserish tickle beamish stuff, they actually managed to tickle a salad to death.
Yeah, actually, so this probe, he's chasing down this a lot. He's already killed one, so it's a brave little fella.
A killer probe, if one can say so.
Yeah.
And chasing salads down the ramp, but to no avail, since this is a cheese, there is just more and more salads.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about cheese, that the salads, they will always keep coming, and no matter how good your micro is. So actually, I think Don Jose Pinto is doing a good job, but it's just really hard.
Yeah, and he'll actually be doing a good job killing off another salad with probes.
Yeah.
He actually has some really menacing probes, this fella.
Yeah, indeed. So that's another one with a kill right there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, all that heavy probe action seemed to cost him his stalker. But hey, that's what happens when you're fighting cheese. You can't micro all the places at once, unless you're like a super badass pro, and the overwhelming numbers will simply at some point be too much.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, I feel a bit sorrow for Don Jose Pinto, because maybe he didn't deserve this. Maybe Don Jose Pinto has never cheesed, and in either case, I wouldn't like to apologize to him.
Maybe.
Yeah. What?
Maybe you shouldn't really apologize to Don Jose Pinto,
No.
since he seemed to take out his revenge by asking you to die in a fire and rage quitting immediately after having told you to do that. But I think, having talked about the Great Circle of Cheese, it might be in your right place to actually apologize to the player that Don Jose Pinto will be playing after this game.
Yes, indeed, that's true, because that fellow will, according to the theory of the Circle of Cheese, most likely be cheesed himself. So to you, dear viewer, if you're watching this replay, I am truly sorry. I'm very sorry about what happened to you when you met Don Jose Pinto after this game.
So with that being out of the way, you having apologized to actually both Don Jose Pinto and the next guy on the Circle of Cheese, I think this will be all for us. We hope you enjoyed this short little cast. This is Captain Box signing out.
Yes, and Cthulhu signing out.